Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Doris. In case you're coming across this channel for the first time, make yourself comfortable and feel relaxed. To my returning subscribers, I welcome you all too. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for watching all my videos. Thank you for liking my videos, and thank you for engaging me in all my posts. I am back again with the fiction stories between LIQUOROSE and Emmanuel. These are lovely stories written by their fans, just for fun, just to entertain people out there. Like I promised earlier, I am here with 5 chapters. Yes, chapter 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, because I stopped earlier at chapter 45. Okay, in that chapter 45, that is the recap of that before we move into this one I came with, where LIQUOROSE's company, they are organizing what they call board, a small get-together party just for the workers, the staffs to have fun and get themselves entertained. Emmanuel told LIQUOROSE let them be together on that day as per two lovers now. Then LIQUOROSE said no, that she would be with George. Then Emmanuel now planned on going to that party with Sasha. So the question that we had on our lips was, how is the party gonna turn out? What will be LIQUOROSE's reaction on seeing Sasha? So let's move into the next chapter and see what later happened. Chapter 46. Rose and George were already at the ball, and Rose looked really beautiful. She was greeting the guests, and the atmosphere was normal until Emmanuel entered, rocking hands with Sasha. They looked so elegant and people couldn't stop staring at them. The press were after them to ask many questions about their relationship and all that. Rose, who was just standing there as a spectator watching what was happening, couldn't believe her eyes, and she was so pissed. Emma could sense that she is angry when he looked at her. The press asked Emma if she was the fiancée he kept on talking in his interview, but Emma said he won't be answering personal questions since it's about business. The moment Rose heard about fiancé, she couldn't contain her tears, so she rushed to women's washroom to cry there, and Emma saw her leaving. Emmanuel said, "Excuse me." Sasha said, "Where are you going?" Emma said, "Should I answer the question?" with a serious face. Sasha said, "You can go." She knew that he is going to follow Rose. She also knew she can't stop him from doing so, otherwise he might doubt her. Rose reached the washroom and started crying. She tried to calm herself but couldn't. Rose, talking to herself, she now said, "You are a fool, Rose. Why are you crying? You told him you don't love him anymore. So why are you crying?" She took a wiper to wipe her tears. When she was about to reach her face to wipe it off, another hand was already wiping her tears from behind, and Rose turned around to see who it was. Emma said, "You don't need to talk to yourself. You can talk to me." Rose said, "Why should I talk to you? And by the way, what are you doing here? It's women's washroom." Emma said, "I saw you coming here and I knew you will be crying. Why do you want to push me away so badly? Look at you, you are hurting. Why are you doing this to yourself and also to me? What crime did I commit that you are punishing me? You are also punishing yourself." Rose said, "You don't know what you did?" Chapter 47. Emma said, "How would I know if you don't tell me?" Rose said, "If you don't know what you did, why should I bother explaining?" Rose was heading towards the door when Emma held her by her waist. Rose said, "Leave me, Emma." Emma said, "You know what? I won't. You know I can't bear to be away from you. Please just look at me." He turned her face towards him and she stared straight into her eyes. Emma said, "Look into my eyes and tell me that you don't love me and that you were not crying because of me." Rose was quiet because it was hard for her to lie while looking straight into his eyes. Without saying a word, tears began to roll down through her cheeks. Emma was so emotional to see her crying like that, and he knew something might have happened to her to behave that way. He hugged her so tight, which made her cry more bitterly. All the tears she was holding for the past years came rolling together. After crying, it was quite for a moment, and when she was freeing herself from the hug, they stared at each other for long and their hearts were beating so fast. Then Emma held her chin up and they started kissing with so much intensity. They kissed while touching each other all over their body, making both of them horny and in need. Since she was wearing a dress, he didn't bother to undress her. He made her lie down on the floor and unzipped his trousers. So Emma now said it felt like our first time. Rose couldn't reply but just kept quiet. Emma said, "Babe, what's wrong? Didn't you like it?" Rose said, "I want to leave the room." Emma said, "But babe." Rose said, "I told you I want to leave." Emma said, "Alright, fine." He opened the door and he sensed that someone was at the door, but he couldn't see anyone when he checked. Rose fixed herself up and left without saying a word. Unknown to them, it was Sasha. Chapter 48. Unknown to them, Sasha was the one at the door. Rose went directly to her house and Emma looked for Sasha, but he didn't find her, so he went straight to his home. When Rose reached home, she didn't say anything to her mom. She just passed and went straight to her bedroom. Meanwhile, Emma was so restless to know how she is doing. He took her number at work, so he called her. Rose said hello in a small voice. Emma said, "Babe, were you crying all this while?" Rose said, "Not necessary." Emma said, "I want us to talk, please." Rose said, "Emma, I can't talk right now. Can you give me space, please? I want to process everything." Emma said, "Alright, it's fine, but just know that I will be here waiting for you. I love you." Rose hung up the call. She felt like she is a fool by giving herself to Emmanuel when she knows that he has a girlfriend and all that. She kept on blaming herself and crying until her mom heard her and she rushed in. The mom now said, "Babe, what's wrong?" Rose hugged her mom and said, "Mom, I messed up again," she said with teary eyes. LIQUOROSE's mom said, "What do you mean?" Rose said, "Mom, I slept with Emma today and I feel disgusted of myself." Rose's mom said, "But he's your boyfriend and you love him, so why do you feel that way? Was it your first time?" Rose said, "No, Mom, but despite knowing he has a girlfriend, I gave myself to him. I'm such a fool." She started crying. Rose's mom said, "What do you mean? Emma has a girlfriend? The Emma I know will never cheat on you. Much worse, date another girl." Rose explained to her mom what happened 1 year ago. Rose's mom said, "Did you ask Emma about the girl?" Rose said, "No, I didn't. I just sent him one message and then blocked him off." Rose's mom said, "But you could have talked to him for once. What if the girl lied to you? Even if it were to be true, you know you deserve an explanation from him and you should have confronted him. Emma wouldn't change so suddenly. He could have told me. Don't you think so? I know you were hurt by what happened, but try to talk to him. What if you were wrong?" Chapter 49. Rose's words knocked some senses into her head. It's been 2 weeks now and she's still pondering and gathering courage and thinking on how she will confront Emma. On the other hand, Sasha has decided to take the bull by the horn. Emma and Rose haven't been talking for the past 2 weeks since she said she wants space, which Emma gave her. Sasha has decided that she will make Emma hers before Rose could think of going back to him. It's Friday after work and Sasha was at Emma's place when he was not around. She prepared a romantic dinner and all that to surprise him. She even wore a sexy outfit to seduce him. Rose has also decided to confront Emma, so she will go to his house after work. Emma left to his house before Rose, and there he was surprised to find the setup and Sasha. Emma said, "What's all this, Sasha?" Sasha said, "It's a romantic dinner I have prepared for the both of us." She went close to Emma and removed his jacket. "You must be very tired." Emma said, "What's the need for all this? Tell me, I'm not your boyfriend, so why preparing a romantic dinner?" At that moment, Rose has arrived and then she reached the door. She decided to go back, but then something stopped her and she stood by the door and wanted to listen to them and later she will confront him. Sasha said, "But you can be my boyfriend." Emma said, "But I already told you that I love someone else." Sasha said, "But she doesn't love you. Look at you. She doesn't even care about your feelings at all. How many times have I try to pursue her, but what did she do? She always rejects you over and over again. Emma said, I don't want to talk about Rose with you. I already told you those years back that I will never love any other woman who isn't Rose. So stop all this, otherwise I will even forget our friendship. Sasha said, you are rejecting me for that woman, that shameless woman who is dating another man and sleeping with you in the bathroom. Tell me. Emma was so shocked. Chapter 50. Emma said, how did you know what happened between Rose and I at the ball? Oh, let me guess. You were the one standing outside the door, right? So you listened and listened very good. Whatever happens between Rose and I, it's our business and not yours. And I don't want to ever hear her name from that your mouth again. Otherwise, I will forget that you are a woman. So now leave. Sasha said, and you also listen to me, Emmanuel. That woman whom you are rejecting my love for will never come back to you because I made sure of that 1 year ago. Emma said, what do you mean? Sasha explained what she did in anger to Emmanuel. So now you will be all alone. That is the price you will have to pay for rejecting me. Just after finishing that, Rose entered the house and both Emma and Sasha were shocked. Sasha said, why are you here? To mock me or what? Rose just stood there without saying a word because she has heard everything that has transpired. Emma said, were you here? Rose said, I. Rose couldn't manage to say a word because she knew she has wronged Emmanuel and how she treated him was uncalled for, even though he did nothing. Emma said, is what Sasha saying the truth? Is that the reason you pushed me away? Rose was so ashamed she couldn't answer him. Answer me, he threw everything that was on the table out of anger. Won't you say anything, Rose? Tell me, is that why you left me? Rose couldn't answer him. Sasha and Rose were just there staring at angry Emmanuel. Emma said, leave my house. Sasha left. I said, leave my house, staring at Rose. Rose said, but... Emma said, didn't you hear me, Rose? I said, leave my house. I don't want to ever see you again. Just leave. He had tears in his eyes. Rose was just standing there without saying a word or moving. She has never seen Emma getting angry like that, even when it came to George. Now she knew she has lost him forever, and that is her fault. For now, is this the end of them? Who knows? This story is just full of suspense. You won't be able to predict what will happen next. Yes, and I'm so happy the way LIQUOROSE opened up to her mother. I think that was where the solution started. By opening up to her mother all these years, her mother was able to talk sense into her head and she followed that. Now the truth is out, glaring at each other, glaring at both Emmanuel and LIQUOROSE. But Emmanuel is still acting out of anger. His feelings were toyed with. I feel for him, it's not easy. Just as a little thing that LIQUOROSE could have said then, this is where it has landed them. But I believe with time they will talk things out. And like I said earlier, the temperament, that of Emmanuel's temperament, it's very bad. It's not good. This is the same kind of thing that after doing he will still regret it. He gets angry too much. It's not good. His emotions control him in this particular story that we are sharing. But I believe with time they will sit together and sort things out. Who knows, somebody else might step in and talk sense into two of them or into Emmanuel's head, and everything will be stable. Yes, and also I'm happy that Sasha is no longer in the picture. Her sins are out now, so there is no more hiding place for her again. So guys, I'll be leaving you all here for now. I think I have fulfilled the promise I made in the afternoon. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you've not. And if you have subscribed already, just do me this favor and recommend this channel to people out there. Recommend this channel to your friends, to your family members, to your colleagues. Let them come and subscribe and also enjoy those beautiful stories that we are dishing out here. Remember that my name is Doris. Till I come your way next time. Bye bye.